That took way longer than it should have. Holy crap. I'm not sure why everything broke, but it did. And that's bad. Only sweeping statements here on the Byte the Robot show. You know. All we have are sweeping statements. Nothing else. That's just how we do. Yes. Alright, let's see. I need to get everything else now. Yes. Okay, I think I got it. Oh, man. I got some yapping to do, I guess. Because what just happened here was bad. And I need to share it. So before we actually get into the My Immortal, I just need to share with you the journey that I just went on. Because it was bad, dude. Alright, welcome in. Oh god. So my microphone had to update, and it just decided, you know what? We're just gonna break in every conceivable way possible. I needed to do a firmware update on my mic, and I needed to do something else entirely. So when I come on, all of my settings were gone. That initial 20 minutes, and you're not going to see this on the VOD recording that I'm doing here, but on YouTube. Hi, YouTube, by the way. You're not going to see this because I cut it out, but if I cut it out, I mean I just stopped recording until I was actually ready to, well, you know. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. It's just a behind the scenes thing. But yeah, everything broke. I'm not entirely sure why everything decided to break, but yeah, we're here now, and I fixed it mostly. My voice might sound a bit different, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. So anyway, now that that yapping is done, how y'all been? Been good? Been keeping healthy? Been keeping happy? Well, let's fix that with some My Immortal. I don't know. I was trying to segue, but I'm not good at segueing. Alright. Let's see. Time for some terrible fan fiction. How about that? Let's have some bad fanfic, guys. I think we all need a laugh. Get some... Oh no, what has happened? What has happened? I break everything, it's fine. Aha. There we are. Let's go. I think this is where we left off. Oh yeah, it is, because I didn't get there yet. Alright, let's go. We're going to try and get through this without actually needing to stop to laugh. I can't promise that won't happen, but we're just going to try. You know? And that's all that matters at the end of the day. Is that we try. And I'm going to also have to do the stupid voices too, so let me just... Alright. I've stalled for long enough. Let me make sure that all is good in the world before I actually start reading. because I've already had a few things break, and I'm kind of done with it breaking now. Alright, let's see. One of these days I'll be good at audio balancing, but today is not that day. Okay. There is no humor, only bad fan fiction. Okay. You. Sorry, I didn't mean to ASMR smack my lip. Alright. My Immortal, Chapter 23. AN. Dut the fuck up, bitches. 1. Just jealous cause I got 10,000 revows. Thanks to Raven for the help in telling me about the books. Girloo, Rock, let's go shopping together. I'll save it. I'll save it for after we're done. Line of X's 66, line of X's. The door opened and Professor Rumbridge and Cornelia Fudge stomped out angrily. Then Dumbledum and Rumbridge sawed us. Mr. Way, what the beep are you doing? Rumbridge shouted angrily. Dumbledore blared at her. Oops, she made a mistake, he corrupted her. She means, hi everybody, come in. I'll save it. Well, we all came in angrily. So did all the other students. I sat between Darkness and Draco, and opposite Bloody Mary, Crab, and Goyle, started to make some morbid jokes. They both looked exactly like Villavolo. I ate some Count Chocula and drank some blood from a cup. Then I heard someone shooting angrily. I looked behind me, it was line of dots. Vampire. He and Draco were shooting at each other. Vampire, Draco, what the fuck? WTF? I asked. You fucking bastard, yelled Draco at Vampire. I want to shit next to her. 1. No, I do. No, she doesn't fucking like you, you son of a bitch, yelled Draco. No, fuck you, motherfucker. She loves me, not you, shouted Vampire. And then, line of dots, he jumped on Draco, parenthesis, no, not in that way, you perv, end parenthesis. They started to fight and beat up each other. Dumbledore yelled at them, but they didn't stop. All of a sudden, line of dots, a terrible man with red eyes and no nose flew in on his broomstick. He had no nose and was wearing a gray robe. All the glass in the window he flew through fell apart. Brittany, that fucking prep, started to cry. Vampire and Draco stopped fighting. I stopped eating. Everyone gasped. The room fell silent. Really long line of dots. Voldemort. Ebony. Darth Vader said, evilly in his raspy voice. Thou have failed your mission. Now I shall kill thou, and I shall kill vampires. Well, if thou does not kill him before then, I shall kill Draco too. Please, don't make me kill him. Blizz, I begged. No, he laughed cruelly. Kill him, or I shall kill him anyway. Then he flew away, cackling. I keep saying I'm peeking the mic. I'll fix this real quick, because I don't know if that's actually true or not. Dear God. Everything is scuffed. All right. I bust into tears. Draco and Vampire came to comfort me. Suddenly my eyes rolled up so they looked all cool and gothic. I had a vision where I saw some lightning flash and then Voldemort coming to kill Draco while Draco slit his wrists in a depressed way. No! I screamed sexily. Suddenly, I locked up and stopped having the vision. Ebony, are you alright? Wait, that was the wrong voice. I'm sorry. I'm glad that the first thing that gets me to break character is the fact that I didn't get into the character in the first place. Ebony, are you alright? Asked Draco in a worried voice. Yeah, I said sadly as I got up. Everything's alright, Enemy, said Vampire all sensitive. No, it's not, I shouted angrily. Tears of blood went down my face. MFG, what if I'm getting possessed like in The Ring 2? It's okay, girl, said Bloody Mary. Maybe you should ask Professor Sinister about what the visions mean, though. Okay, bitch, I said sadly, and then we went. Okay, now the thing that was cracking me up. We need to go back a second. We need to just go all the way back. Because where is it? You can't hide from me. Wait. Ah, there it is. This right here. Now, for those who have seen my Elden Ring series will know that a certain snake demigod wants us to devour the gods together. Oh, yes, indeed. That nearly broke me, and we didn't even get into the meat and potatoes. Story. Sorry for yawning and screaming. That was fairly loud. Excuse me. My Immortal, Chapter 24. AN. Preps stop flaming the story or just jealous, so fuck you. Okay, go to hell. 11. Raven, thanks for D-help. Wait, D-help. Line of X's, 66, line of X's. Well, we had deviation next. So I got to ask Professor Trevelry about the visions. Konnichiwa, everybody. Come in. Sorry, I don't have a good voice. Konnichiwa, everybody. Come in, said Professor Sinister in Japanese. He smelled at... Excuse me. Do what now? All right. She smelled at me with her gothic black lipstick. She's the coolest fucking teacher ever. She had long dead black hair with blood red tips and red eyes. Oh hey, what's up? Sorry. We're reading bad fanfiction today, and I'm already getting brain rot. My mic also broke today. How you doing, Chris? Anyway, where was I? I'm gonna try this again. She smelled at me with her gothic black lipstick. She's the coolest fucking teacher ever. She had long dead black hair with blood red tips and red eyes. Parenthesis, her mom was a vampire. She's also half Japanese, so she speaks it in everything. She and Bloody Marie get along great. Great. End parenthesis. I'll save it for the end. She's really young for a teacher. Today, she was wearing a black leather top with red lace and long gothic black ripped dress. We went inside the black classroom with pastors of Emily the Strong. I raised my hand. I was wearing some black Polish, excuse me, with red pentagrams on it. What is it, Ebony? She asked. Hey, I love your nail polish. Where do you get it? Hot topic. Yeah, I answered. All the preps who didn't know what HT was gave me weird looks. I gave them the middle finger. Well, I have to talk to you about some things. When do you want to do it? Oh, about now, she asked. Okay, I said. Okay, class fucking dismissed everyone, Professor Trevelry said, and she let everyone go. Except for you, Brittany. She pointed to Brittany and some other preps. Please do exercise, parenthesis, get it, end parenthesis, 1 on page 3. Okay, I'm having lots of visions, I said in a worried voice. I'm so worried, is Draco going to die? Well, she gave me a black crystal... Wait, what? To what now? Well, she gave me a black crystal ball to lock in. I looked at it. What do you see? She asked. I said I see a black gothic skull and a pentagram. Suddenly there was a knock at the door. I looked at it. It was Draco. He was looking really sexy, wearing a black leather facet, a black gothic Linkin Park t-shirt, and black Congress shoes. Okay, you can go now. See ya, cunt, said Professor Sinister. Bye, bitch, I said, waving. I went to Draco, and Vampire was sitting next to him. We both followed Draco together, and I was so exhibited. The story gives me brain rot. My goodness. Oh, man. Oh, my God. The story gives me brain rot. I don't care, though. Also, sorry, I was replying to my chat by actually typing. Didn't realize that there was anyone there. Not really. Not really. Yeah, no. But yeah, mid-story, I'm gonna try and keep going. Oh, Lord Almighty. Let's see now. Had to stretch. Excuse me. Okay. My Immortal, Chapter 25. AN. Stop flaming, okay? If you do not, I'll tell Justin to beat you up. Lots of ones. And I'll tell all done reds to put virtues in her computer. Line of ones. Fuck you. Ravenfang's 4D help. 1. Line of X's, 666, line of X's. I was so excited. I fellowed Draco, wondering if were we going to do it again. We went outside, and then we went into Draco's black car. Ebony, what the fuck did Professor Trevelry say? Whispered Draco, potting his gothic wit hand with black nail polish on mine. Oh god, that was hard to read for some reason. She said she would tell me what the visions meant tomorrow, I grumbled in a sexy voice. We took out a heroin cabaret and spiked it. Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh no. Holy crap. Why did that break me? Of all, of all the things. um, Heroin cabaret. Okay, let me try that again. He took out. Okay. He took out a heroin cabaret and spiked it, and gave it to me to spork. He started to fly the car into a tree. We went to the top of it. Draco put on some NCR. And all the things that you never told me and all the smiles that are never gonna haunt me, sang Gerard's sexy voice. We started tilling of each other's cloves fervently. No, fervently. He took of my black thong and my black leather bar. I took of his black boxers. Then, line of dots, he put his throbbing you-know-what into my tool. Sexily. I'm FJ Draco! I screamed, having an orgasm. We stated Frenching passively. Suddenly, line of dots, I fell asleep. I'll save it. I'll save it. I'll save it. I'll save it for the end. I'll save it for the end. But there's a thought. There's an image that just caught in my head. In it, a black guy. What? Was shooting two gothic men with long black hair. No, please don't fucking kill us, they pleaded, but he just kept shooting them. He ran away in a red car. He ran away in a red car. No, my fucking god, I shouted in a scared voice. Ebony, what's wrong? Draco asked me as I woke up, opening my icy blue eyes. I started to cry. Tears of blood went down my face. I told Draco to call Vampire. He did it with his black lickin' parkmobile. But the worst thing was who the people who were shot in the dream were. Line of dots, Lucian and Sirius. 111. Okay, so the thing that I was thinking of when I read that line, this one, is you gotta be really terrible at kissing and Frenching that it just puts you to sleep. it's just an image because they were Frenching and then suddenly she fell asleep. Just out of nowhere. Then there's just Draco like, oh, that was amazing. Hello, Ebony. That's how you know you're crap at it, by the way. They fall asleep immediately, and not for no reason. I guess, I don't know. I don't have a mouth as a robot. Sorry. That's just what came to mind. Where was I? Oh, yes. My Immortal, Chapter 26. Anne. Preps, stop flaming stastry, okay? If you do not lick this story, then go fuck yourself, you fucking prep. You suck. 111. Oh, and why and I wasn't being racist, okay? I don't think Miss Gillespie understands what racism looks like, but you know, that was actually racist. But you know, What do I know? Was it? Was it? I'll never tell. Anyway. Oh, why? And I wasn't being racist, okay? 666 line of X's. Wait, line of. The story broke me so much that I got it back, that I read it backwards. Allow me to try that again. Line of X's, 666. Line of X's, 666, line of X's. A few mutates later, Vampire came to the tree. He was wearing a black leather jackson. He was wearing a black leather jackson, black leather pants, and a good Charlotte t-shirt. Hi, Vampire, I said flirtily as I started to sob. Draco hugged me sexily, trying to comfort me. I started to cry tears of blood, and then told them what happened. Oh, fuck it, Vampire shouted angrily. He started to cry sadly. What fucking dick did that? I don't know, I said. Now come on, we have to tell Dumbledore. We ran out of the tree and into the castle. Dumbledore was sitting in his office. Sire, our dads have been shot, Draco said while we whipped some tears from his white face. Anybody had a vision in a dream. Dumbledore started to cockle. And how do you expect me to know Ebony's not divisional? I glared at Dumbledore. Look, motherfucker! I'm sorry, every time Dumbledore says motherfucker, it cracks me up. I should have done a... Oh, that's funny. Look, motherfucker, he said angrily as Dumbledore gasped. C is the toot of Crector? What? Is that the toot of Crector? Oh my god. Alright. Hang on. What? Okay. C is the toot of Crector in parenthesis. You know very well that I'm not decisional. Now get some fucking people out here to look for Ceres and Lucian Pornto. Pornto. I mean, that is what the story is. Okay, he said in an intimated voice. Where are they? I fought about it. Then all of a sudden, Longden. I have to try this again. I'm sorry, I got so brain rotted there that it messed with me. Where are they? I fought about it. Then all of a sudden, line of dots. Longden, I said. I told him which street. He went and called some people and did some stuff. After a few mistunes, he came back and said people were going out looking for them. After a while, someone called him again. He said they had been found. Draco, Vampire, and I all left to our rooms together, I went in with Draco to wait in the nurse's office while Vampire went to slit his wrists in his room. We looked at each other's gothic, depressed eyes. Then we kissed. Suddenly, Sirius and Lucian, came in on stretchers. Line of dots, and Professor Sinister was behind them. 1. Oh dear lord. Is it just me, or are these chapters getting, like, shorter? Because I distinctly remember them being a bit longer. Anyway. My Immortal, Chapter 27. Vampires will never hurt you. A.N. A.N. You know what? 111. I did not give a fuck what oo preps think about me. Ones. So stop flaming the fucking story, bitches. Thanks to Raven for her love and support and sport and help. I love you, girl. Saws I couldn't update, lol. I was early depressed and I slid my wrists. I had to go to the hospital. Raven, you rock, girl. Line of ones. Line of X's 666, line of X's. Everyone in the room started to cry happily. I had saved them. Draco, Lucian, Sirius, Bond, Vampire all came to hug me. The nurse started to give them medicine. I'm sorry, I just read the next line and it broke me again. Oh no. Come on, Enemy, said Professor Sinatra. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Let me try that again. I gotta get the voice just right for that line. Come on, Enemy, said Professor Sinatra. She was wearing a gothic black leader dress with a corset top and real vampire blood on it. And fucking black platinum boots. Okay. Excuse me. I'll save it for the end. Real vampire blood on it and fucking black platinum boots. I have to tell you, the fucking perdition. I looked at Lucian, Seraphs, Drake, and Vampire. They nodded. I'll save it for the end, I swear to God. I smelled happily and went into a dark room. I had changed. Professor Sinister took out some black cards. She started to look into a black crucible ball. She said, long line of dots. Tara, I see Drac times are near, she said badly. She peered into the balls. You see, you must go back in time. She took out a time toner like Bloody Mary had. When Voldemort was in Hogwarts, before he became powerful, he got his hearth broken. Excuse me. He got his hearth broken. Now do you think he would still become Voldemort if he was in love? I shook my head. You must go back in time and seduce him. It is the only way. If he is still evil, then you must kill him. You can come to my room tomorrow and you can do it. I'm sorry. As soon as they introduced this person as Professor Sinatra, I have to do this now. It's going to be bad Frank Sinatra singing for this character. Anyway, where the Excuse me. I have to clear my throat like twice. My bad. Okay, I said sadly. We did death's touch sin. I went outside again, sadly. What fucking happened? Asked Draco and Vampire. Yeah, what happened? Asked Darkness, Willow, and Boldy Mary. Was about to tell them, but everyone was there. They were celebrating Lucian and Sirius being fond. Everyone was proud of me, but I just wanted to talk to Draco. They were cheesing my name, and some reporters were there, trying to interview Dumbledore. A banner was put up. A lot of fucking preps were there, obviously excuse me. Obviously trying to be gothic, wearing the him sign on their hands, despite them not having actually heard of him. Even Mr. Norris looked happy. A black and red cake had been brought out, Krabbe and Goik set up some fireworks in the shape of skulls from Wesley's Wizard Wises. I put on my invisibility coke with Vampire and Draco, and we sneaked outside together. Okay, so the thing... This whole section is so funny. Because if you think about it for too long, it gets amazing. Because come on Enemy. And then there's Drake. And then looking into the balls. Or peering into the balls. For those who don't know the Kendrick Lamar and Drake thing, look that up. It's pretty funny and pretty wild. And then that's why I think this is so funny on like a meta level. I know that's not what was intended, because, you know, this fanfiction's a bit old, but just know that my modern juvenile ways thought about that and thought it was hilarious. Anyway, My Immortal, Chapter 28. A.N. I said stop glyphaming the story. It was a miscat when Professor Trellery said that. Okay, go to fucking hell. You suck. Thanks to Philly for the help. Raven, have fun with Kiwi. Line of X's, 666 line of X's. We went into a black room. The walls were black with portraits of gothic bands on it, like MCR, GC, and Marilyn Manson all over them. A big black coffin was in the middle. Red velvet. Excuse me. Red velvet lined the black box. There were 3 chairs made of bones with real skulls in them. I was wearing a black corset bar with purple stuff on it, fishnet stockings, and a black leather thong underneath. I sat down one of the chairs dispersedly, so did Draco and Vampire. Are you okay? Vampire asked, potting his alabastered hand on mine. He was wearing black nail polish. Excuse me. Sorry, I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. My bad. This is already a really scuffed stream anyway because my mic broke, but let's just go full broke. Anyway, work can deal with the fact that I'm not answering calls right now. Let's see. He was wearing black nail polish. I was wearing black nail polish with red crosses on it. Yeah, I guess, I said sadly. Draco also put his hand on mine sexily. I smiled sadly with my black lipstick. The problem is, line of X's, or let me try that again. The problem is, line of dots, I have to seduce Volksamort. I'll have to go back in time. Draco started to cry sadly. Vampire hugged him. It's okay, Bobby, he said finally. But what about me? You're not gonna break up or anything, are you? Of course not, I gasped. Really? He asked. Sure. I don't know what. I'll tell you after this, but sure, I said. We Frenched sexily. Vampire looked at us longingly. Then, line of dots, I took off Draco's MCR shrift and seductively took off his pants. He was hung like a Stallone. He had replaced the vampire tattoo that said Enemy on it. Black roses were around it. I gasped. He looked exactly like Gerard Way. Vampire took a video camera. Parenthesis, I had said it was okay before. End parenthesis. I took off my clothes. We were in for the rid of our life. We started Frenching as we climbed into the coffin. He put his Spock in my you-know-what, and passively we did it. Okay. I love you, Bobby. Oh, let me feel you. I need to feel you. He screamed as we got an orgasm. We watched Vampire filmed everything perfectly. Suddenly, very long line of dots. What the fuck are you doing? It was line of dots, Snope, and Professor McGoggle. 111. Oh, rest in peace, ma'am. Your character didn't deserve this. Your character did not deserve this. Put in terrible Harry Potter fanfiction as a side character. Alright, let's see. My Immortal Chapter 29. A.N. Sot das fuck up. Just jealous cause prep, so fuck you. 1111. Raven, you rock, girl. Thanks for the help. MCR rock. 666. Line of ones. XXX. Line of X's. Jesus Christ. Line of X's. 666. Line of X's. Oh my Satan! We screamed as we jumped out of Doc Hoffin. Snap and Professor McGoon. This story always has a way of breaking me. Oh no. Hang on. Oh, I just read ahead on all of this is so good. Hang on. I need to compose myself. There's no I can't even say my line and hype myself up. Oh my Satan! We screamed as we jumped out of the coffin. Snap and Professor McGoonagall started to shoot at us angrily. Come now! Preacher McGonagall yielded. We did it guiltily. We left the room putting on our clothes. Snoop garbed the caramel and put it in his pocket. Hey, hey, what the fuck? Vampire shooted angrily. Yeah, Buster. What the fuck are you going to do with the fucking camera? I just got to get this out of my system. That whole series of events was great. They just had sex. Goonagle. I need to take this digression. I'm so sorry. McGoonagle, come now. For some reason, Snoop Dogg is in here. And then, yeah, Buster. For some reason, that got me thinking about Charlie. Fucking. No, look here, Buster. You absolute goofball. Moist Critical became Draco Malfoy. I'm gonna, for the rest of this, he's gonna be, for the rest of this chapter at least, he's gonna be, I'm gonna try and do a Moist Critical voice. Yeah, Buster. What the fuck what the fuck are you going to do with the fucking camera? Draco demanded, all protective, looking at me longly with his gothic red eyes. Look, Dumbledore knows your little secret, and if you do this again, then you will go to St. Mango's, so give back the camera. Ha 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 ha. The mystery of Mogic thinks he is crazy. There is no way they will believe him. Snoop laughed meanly. Yes, so shut your mpuff. Your mpuff, you insolent fools, yelled Professor McGoggle. She made us come into a weird room with white stone. With white stones all around it. There were all these weird tools in it. Draco started to cry, all sexy and sexative. Get it? Cause he's a sex bomb, lol. Tom Felnott rules for Liff, but not as much as Gerard Ursex on legs. I love you, you fucking rock, marry me, 111. End parenthesis. That's just a disaster area of a sentence. I started to cry tears of blood. Parenthesis. It happens in Vampire Chronicles. Raven said so. Okay, so fuck you. End parenthesis. Vampire took out a black handkerchief and started to wipe my red eyes. And then, line of dots, he and Snoop both took out guns using magic. I love this chapter. I love all the chapters, but this one especially for now. They started to shoot each other angrily. None of the ballots got on each other yet. I took out my wand. Crossio! Crossio! I shouted. Snaps stated to scram as he dropped the gun. But it was too late. Both of them had run out of ballots. I stopped the curse! Professor McGoggle did a spell so that we were all chained up. She took out a box of tools. Then she said, Okay, Severus, I'm going to go now. She left. Snap started to laugh evilly. Vampire started to cry. It's okay, Enoby, said Draco. Oh, wait, I said it. He was going to be Moist Critical. Hang on. It's okay, Enoby, said Draco. Evergreen will be all right. Remember the Sidio you took of Snake? Snape laughed again, and then he took out some whips. Listen, with the contents of the rest of this chapter, I am not even a little surprised. Oh my god. That's so funny. Okay. Moving on. My Immortal? Chapter 30. AN. Stop flaming the story, okay? You do not know what's even gonna happen next. Gonna happen, okay? So, full you. If you flam, you will be a prep. So all flamers can kiss my ass. 111. Soz 4 saying Alzheimer's is dangerous, but that's the mystery's opinion, cause society basically sucks. Thanks to Raven, you rock, bitch. 111. Line of X's, 666 line of X's. No! We screamed sadly. Snaps stated loafing meanly. He took out a camera anvilly. Then, long line of X's. He came towards Darko. He took some stones out of his pocket. He put the stones around Draco and knit a candle. What the fuck are you doing? I shooted angrily. Snoop laughed meanly. Da-da-da-da-da. It's the motherfucking D-O-double-G. Sorry, I couldn't resist. He pulled down his pants. I gasped. There was a dork mark on his you-know-what. My God. He waved his wand and a knife came. He gave the knife to me. You must stab vampire. Sorry, I think my cat was doing something in the background. You must stab vampire, he said to me. If you don't, then I'll rap Draco. Okay, Snoop Dogg. No, you fucking bastard. 1, I yielded. But then Draco looked at me sadly with his evil gothic red eyes and looked so depressant and sexy. He looked exactly like a pentagram. Lol, get it? Because I'm a Satanist, end parenthesis. Between Kurt Cobain and Gerard. That line didn't age well. But then I looked at Vampire, and he looked so smexy too with his gothic black hair. I thought of the time when we screwed, and the time I did it with Draco and Dumbledore came. And the time where Draco almost committed suicide and Vampire was so sportive. Snipe laughed angrily. He started to pray to Volksamart. He started to do an incapacitation dancing around the Stokes, whipping Draco and Vampire. Suddenly, I had an idea. Wait. Wait. Suddenly, an idea I had. Suddenly, an idea I had. Ebony turned into Master Yoda. I closed my eyes and using my vampire powers, I sent a telepathic massage to Draco and Vampire so they would destruct Snape. Dumbledore will get you, Draco shooted. Yeah, just wait up till the mystery find out, Vampire yelled. Meanwhile, I took out my wand. You ridiculous donderhead, 111 Snoop yielded. He took off all of Draco's clothes, just as he was about to rape him, line of dots. Corcio! I shitted, pointing my wound. I shitted, pointing my wound. I'll save it. Snoop screamed and started running around the room screaming. Meanwhile, I grabbed my black mobile and sent a text to Sirius. I stopped doing Crucio. You dunderhead, I'm going to kill, shooted Snape, but suddenly Cerberus came. Snake put the whip behind his back. Oh, hello, Sev, I was just teaching them something. He lied. But suddenly Lucian and Professor Trevelry came into the room, and they and Sirius unlocked the chains and put them around Snap. Then Professor Trevelry said, Come on, Ebony, let's go. Okay. So the thing I was just thinking about was not only was this whole section just made me think of like sorry. The fact it just made me imagine that Snoop Dogg would have well, number one, Snoop Dogg would have a dork mark on his dick. But also shitted pointing my wound. That just makes me think that Ebony just defeated Snape using hemorrhoids. Not that this story needed to be more depraved, but you know, now there's that image in your head. You're welcome. Ebony defeated Voldemort with hemorrhoids. Okay. My Immortal, Chapter 31. A.N. I said, shut the fuck up, ya queefs. Stop calling Ebony a Mary Sue, okay? You do not even know what's going to happen, okay? So fuck you! 1111. Thanks to my BFF Raven for D help. Line of X's, 666, line of X's. I always knew you were on Voldemort's side, you son of a bitka. Parenthesis, Buffy rocks, 111, end parenthesis. Sirius said to Snape. No, I'm not. I was teaching them something, Snape clammed. Fucking yeah? I took some black Voldemort. That's really hard to read. Voldemort serum out of my pocket and gave it to Severus. He made Snap Dirk it. He did Arngrily. Then Lucius, took out a tape recorder and started playing it while he did curses on Snap. Then Professor Sinister and Lucian made us get out with them while Snape told his secrets. Wait. While Snape told his secreties. Excuse me. Oh, this story breaks me, guys. Lucian took Vampire and Draco out to the nurse after thanking me a million times. Professor Trevelry took me to a dark room. Now I was going to go back in time to seduce Volksamort. Moving posters of MCR Nirvana were all over. Hermione, Darkness, and Willow came too. Bloody Mary gave me a black bag from Tom Ridd's store. What's in the bag? I asked Professor Trevelry. You will see, she said. I opened the bag, and in it was a sexy, tight, low, smut, black leather gothic dress. It had red corset stuff, and there was a slit up the leg. I put it on. My friends helped me put on black fishnets and black pointy boots Willow had chosen. Willow in Darkness helped me put on black eyeliner and blood red lipstick. You look fucking kawaii, bitch, Bloody Mary said. Thanks, I said. Okay, now you're going to go back in Tim, said Professor Sinister. You will have to do it in a few sessions. She gave me a black gun. I put it in a strap on my fishnets like in Resident Evil. And she gave me a black time tuner. After an hour, used a time torner to go back here. Professor Trevelry said. Then she and Bloody Mary put a pensive in front of me. Everyone went in front of it. Good luck, everyone shooted. Darkness and Willow gave me Death's Touch Sin. Then, line of dots, I jumped sexily into the pensive. Suddenly, I was in front of test school. In front of me was one of the sexiest goth guys I had ever seen. He was wearing long black hair, kind of like Mikey Way, only black. He had Gren eyes, like Billy Joe Armstrong. and pale wit skin. He was wearing a black ripped up suit with vans. It was really long line of dots. Tom Bombadil. Line 1111. Let's see, I got these two, and then I gotta go. My Immortal, Chapter 32. We're going to just burn through these, and I'm going to try my absolute damnedest not to laugh or digress. There's no laughter here. Only terrible vampiric Harry Potter fanfiction. A.N. I said, stop flaming. I know his name isn't Tom Bombadil. That was a mistake. If you do not like this story, then you can go screw yourself. 11111. You suck. 11111. Line of X's 666. Line of X's. Hi, I said flirtily. I'm Anna B. Wade, the new student. I shock my pale hands with their black neol Polish with him. The name's Tom, he said. You can call me Satan. That's my middle name. We shock hands. Well, come on. We have to go upstairs, Satan said. I followed him. Hey, Satan, do you happen to be a fan of Grande? Since MCR and Evanescence don't exist yet then, in parenthesis, I asked. Oh my fucking god, how did you know? Satan gasped. Actually, I like a lot of GC too. Parenthesis, get it? Cause GC did that song I Just Want to Live that sounded really 80s. End parenthesis. OMG, me too. Guess what they have? Guess what? They have a concert in Hogsmeade, Satan whispered. Hogsmeade? I asked. Yeah, that's what they used to call it in these times before it became Hogsmeade in 2000. Yeah, that's what they used to call it in this time before it became Hogsmeade in 2000. He told me all secretively. And there's a really cool shop called Hot Topic. I finished, happy again. He frowned confusedly. No, it's called Hot Issue. He smiled skirtively again. Then in 1998, they changed it to Hot Topic. He moaned. Oh, wait, he had to moan that? In 1998, they changed it to Hot Topic. He moaned. Oh, now everything was making sense for me. So is Dumbledore your principal? I shouted. Uh-huh. He looked at his black nails. I'm in Slytherin. Oh my gosh, me too. I shrieked. You go to this skull? Get it? 'Cause I'm gothic? In parenthesis, he asked. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm new. I smelled happily. Suddenly, Dumbledore flew in on his broomstick and started shredding at us angrily. No talking in the halls! He had short blonde hair and was wearing a polo shirt from American Ogle Outfitters. Stupid goths! Satan rolled his eyes. Is so mean to us goths and punks just because we're in Slytherin. And we're not preps. I turned around angrily. I think maybe it's because we're the Bark Lord. WTF? He asked angrily. Oh, nothing, I said sweetly. And suddenly, in line of dots, the floor opened. Oh, my Gino, I screamed as I fell down. Everyone looked at me all weirdly. Hey, where are you going? Satan asked as I fell. I got out of the hole and it was back in the pensive in Professor Trevelry's classroom. Dumbledore was there. Dumbledore, I think I just met you, I said. Oh yeah, I remember that, Dumbledore said, trying to be all gothic. Sinister came in. Hey, this is my classroom. Wait, WTF, Enemy, what the hell are you doing? I looked at her. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. WTH, how? I screamed, forgetting she was a teacher for a second, but she's goth, so it's okay. Professor Sinister looked sad. I was drinking Voldemort serum, she said, starting to cry black tears of depression. Dumbly Dumb didn't know about them. Hey, are you crying tears of blood? He asked curiously, touching a tear. Fuck off, we both said, and Dumbly Dumb took his hand away. Professor Sinister started crying again in her chair, sobbing limpid tears. OMG, Enemy, I think I'm addicted to Voldemort serum. And see you fucking preps, go fuck yourself. That's serious. It's just 20, go to hell. 111-11112. We got this. We got this. Yep. Voldemort serum. Oh, this story brought my brain, bro. Some whack shit. Yes, I cursed. It's okay. This story brings it out of me. Anyway, last chapter for the day. My Immortal, Chapter 33. A.M. I said, shut up, it's not my fault, okay? If you don't lick the story, then you're a prep, so fuck you, flamers. 11111. 1. P.S. I'm not updating up till you give me 5 god reviews. And this time I meant it. A lot of ones. You suck. A lot of ones. Fangs Raven for D help. Ill promise to help you with your story. Lols 1. Line of X's. 666 line of X's. Oh my fucking god, I shooted sadly. Should we get to St. Manga's, bitch? Get you to St. Manga's? Excuse me. Should we get you to St. Manga's, bitch? Hell no. She said, listen, Egogi, I need your help. Next time you go back in Tim, do you think you could ask Tom Anderson for some help? Sure, I said sadly. Wait. Hold up. I gotta do that again. Sure, I said sadly. I went outside the door. Draco was there. He was wearing a black GC t-shirt, which was his Panama's. Hey, sexy, I said. How'd it go, Enemy? He asked in his voice, was so sexy and look. Why is this so hard to read now? How did it go, Enemy? He asked. His voice was so sexy and low, kind of like Gerard Way when he's talking. Fine, I responded. We stared to go back into the dorm. How far did you go with Satan? Draco asked jealously. Not too far, lol, I borked. Borked. Oh my god, this story brought my brain. Will you have to do it with him? Draco asked angstily. I hope not too far. 1111. Just 3 ones. I shouted angrily. Then I felt bad for shooting at him. I said sorry. We Frenched. Sorry, every time this story goes from 0 to 100, it cracks me up. Okay, where was I? Oh, yes. What happened to Snipe? I growled. You will see. Draco giggled mistressly. He opened a door, line of dots. Snap and Lumpkin was there. 11. Sirius was pokering them by staging them with a black knife. No, please. 11111. Lumpkin bagged as Sirius started to suck his blood. I laughed statistically. I talk some photons of him and Snap being torqued. Parenthesis. Okay, I know this is mean, but think about it. People, they are pedos and this Snap tried to rap them. And Niwe sadists. Rock, has anyone seen Shrek Attack 3 lols? End parenthesis. We took some of Snipe's blood, then Draco and I went back to our rooms. We sat on my gothic black coffin. My clothes were kinda dirty, so I put on a black leather outfit thingy, kinda like the one Sueline has in Underworld. Parenthesis. If you haven't heard of it, then fuck you. 111. I put on some black platform high heels. Darko put on Desolation Livers by MCR. Then, really long line of dots. We started to take of each other's clothes. I talk off his shit, and he had a 6-pack. Lols. Lols. That's what I want to do right now. That's what I just did. We started to mac out like in Da Grudge. He pot his wetness in my you-know-what. Sexily, I got an orgy. Oh, Draco! Lots of ones. Me fucking good. Draco! I screamed passively as he got an eructation. I love you, Tabery, he whispered sexily, and then we fell asleep, lol. Wait, so nothing even happened there? Excuse me? That's how you know your partner's bad. You do nothing, you get an eructation, and then you fall asleep. My God. Oh, every time I read this story, it breaks my mind, guys. Holy crap. Oh, but we made it. We made it, we did it, and we made it. And what a wonderful thing it was. And by wonderful, I mean, it's wonderful in the same way that you stub your toe in the middle of the night and you have to let it out. But, you know what? It's good brain rot. It is. It is the whiskey and the highball of my day. I take it in big sips, realize that I'm going to be stupid later, and then drink it anyway. That's what my immortal is to me, but in literary form. So I hope you all enjoy it today. And I think tomorrow is when we're going to start the new game, since we finished Elden Ring. And you don't get to know what that is until later. But anyway, I think that's going to do it for us today. Take care, y'all.